welcome to your Panama City Beach market report. I don't do these every month. I do them intermittently, kind of like, based on the season essentially. And most of the time I do a market video that has like, a lot of statistics as far as like the current market and how many are on the market and how many have sold and a lot of that kind of stuff. But what I wanted to do today really quick is do a comparison video, taking 2023 from beginning of the year 2023 till today compared to this year 2024 year to date. And I want to focus in on Panama City Beach, Florida. Of course, I help buyers and sellers in all of Bay County, but just to, for the sake of keeping the video as compact as possible, just want to focus in on Panama City Beach, Florida, and condos and single family homes. And I do have my cheat sheet because it is numbers, and I'm good, but I'm not that good. So if I do look down for a moment, don't give me a hard time. So, all right, let's talk about condos. So in 2023, year to date, this time, there were 1,100 condos on the market. Compared to this year, there are now 1,700 condos on the market. So there's 700 more than there were this time last year. Now that's all different property like sizes. So that's all different price points from, on the beach, right across the beach. It's anything that's classified as a condo, and all different prices, sizes, buildings, all that kind of good stuff. But overall, inventory is definitely up. Now there's not a plethora, I love that word, I keep talking about that word. There's not a huge amount of new condos coming on the market, but it's the fact that things are staying on the market longer. Condos are staying on the market longer. That makes it seem like inventory is, so much more than it is. But on a day-to-day basis, you might have, a handful of condos come on the market, but then some cancel off or some close or some expire. So there you go. Days on market, that's how long, property's been on the market for on average. So in 2023, it was 110 days. Now it's smidged up to 130 days. So that's running, what, 4.5 months? Close-ish, right? 4.5 months, which I do tell my sellers for condos, even if your condo is well priced, do expect that it could be, because of the level of inventory that we have, and options out there for buyers, ding ding, that it could take 4 to 5, 6 months to sell your property. My husband and I, we sold our last condo investment property about I guess about a month ago, and we had long-term renters in it actually, and had it for several years, and then we decided we would go ahead and sell it. And so I became one of those sellers, right? And it was priced great, looked great, and it still took me 4 months to sell it. So yeah, I know what it's like. All right, so let's talk about the number of sold properties. So 2023 year to date was 771, compared to this year's down to 600 properties sold. So less properties have closed. Average sales price has definitely ticked down some. So we were at average was like 481. 2023, this year we're at 444. So you've got different levels of equity out there for these condos, however long somebody's held it. So if they are somebody that purchased it, like my husband and I purchased ours before the real estate went up. So we purchased like 2019. So we wound up having great equity in the property. But if you're a seller who purchased your property 2022, when the market changed, you kind of bought at the height of the market. Therefore, your equity is not there for you to turn around and flip it and try to make a profit. But that sales price has gone down. So getting back to my point, if a seller has equity and they're motivated, that's where your biggest opportunities are. However, be careful when you say that, because I don't want to give the impression to the buyers that they're just giving away things here, because they're not. The important piece of that is list price to sold price. So what percentage from what it was listed at did it actually close at? And last year was 97%. So if a property was well priced it closed at 97% of that list price. This year it's come down to 95%. So that tells you there is some negotiation room there. But there's not like, you know, sellers taking these low offers and things like that. Every seller is going to be different, unique, their equity situation, their circumstances, but overall the health of the market has stabilized, and buyers are able to take advantage of that by having more options on the market and be able to get some kind of reduction in price. So let's talk about homes. So these are homes on the beach. Again, these are all price points. And keep in mind that when I get to talk about the sales price, average sales price, this has mixed into it, you know, very expensive homes on the beach that are also used as investment properties as well. So active homes this time last year, 887 homes on the market in Panama City Beach houses. This year we're at 1182, so a few hundred more homes. Days on market, pretty much the same, 109, 102, not much change there. Number of sold, 661 versus this year 561, so not tremendous amount less units. And then the average sales price, so we were 731 a year ago, right now it's 641. And again, that's a whole mixture. Now, if you want to buy a single family home out here on the beach, pretty much your entry price to that is going to be, there may be a couple things under $400,000, but mostly it's going to be about $450 and up. And there are some good new construction options on the beach as well. You can reach out to me and I can definitely help you with that. And then that list to sold price, again, not much of a change, 97% list to sold last year to 96% this year. So what I hope that means is that, you know, most sellers, a lot of sellers, understanding the market now, that they may be, you know, pricing their property more appropriately. And I always stress that with sellers, make sure you're pricing your property right, because this is not the Wild West for a couple years that we had going on where, you know, they could be prices all over the place and nobody cared. They were just buying it. And now, you know, these past 2 years we've had, you know, the market has settled down, we're at a more stable level, and you can easily tell what properties are appraising for and appraised for. And if you go outside of that box a lot and try to get that much more for your property, it's probably not be successful and you're probably not going to sell it. So for buyers, I think it's still a great time to buy because there are definitely more options. Homes stay on the market longer. Pricing has leveled off and come down in some respects, and if you have a motivated seller, you can get a little bit of a better deal, which could also include, you know, some help with closing cost assistance, where a couple years ago you couldn't even like use that word. Okay, so that goes into the incentive part of it. And we had a recent tick down in interest rates, which, you know, everybody from the real estate market like was making all these videos about, oh, interest rates are coming down, and you know, and buy now. And yes, they did tick down a little bit, and that's awesome. And that would be great if it comes down some more, because that's what's expected. There's another meeting next month, September. So think about it, if interest rates continue that path, and if we have a couple more drops in it, then those buyers are going to start coming back into the market, the ones that have held off, right? And when that happens, now you've got more competition. You've got potentially, because there's going to be more showings on the properties, you've got more competition, you have potentially some multiple offers, and at some point that's going to relay in prices. Do I think that we'll go crazy with pricing like we did and a lot of the country did during those couple years? I don't think so. I don't think we will, especially on the investment side of the business. You can't really go much more in your pricing, because then you're going to start really messing with your ROI, where it's already challenging enough if you're financing. But if we see those interest rates come down some more, then there's going to be a lot more competition, and that is going to change the landscape some more to the sellers. It's not really a seller's market, it's not really a buyer's market. We're kind of stuck in between, if that makes sense. So my advice to buyers is, if you're ready to buy, get your best opportunity now, in my opinion. And for sellers, if you're looking to list, make sure that you're going to list and price your property correctly. And if you're looking to list a property, check out all my sellers. I got a seller's price it right video that's specifically for that, and a lot of other videos for sellers as well. And also the big change in our market is the new home builder market is very strong. So we have D.R. Horton in our area. That we've got several other builders as well, but D.R. Horton is the main player, and they are popping up everywhere. So they've got some really nice communities out here on the beach, and they've got a bunch in Panama City, Lynn Haven, and further north, and they've got some in Mexico Beach. So they've got a lot. And so if you're looking to move to the area and you want a brand new home, reach out to me. I worked for them for 7.5 years, so I may know a smidge about them. And I can help you through that process. But that is your market report. Overall, I feel like, things are slow, and they have been slow for a while, but that's okay, because this, to me, is more of a normalized market. And and that will always be the case, where real estate goes up and down, and you choose when you want to get on the merry-go-round and when you want to get off, basically. But don't let it intimidate you if you're looking to buy. This still is a great time to buy. My husband and I are investors, so we are always still on the lookout for the next opportunity for us as well. So if you found this informative, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. And make sure that you hit that little like button and comment. And if you like to share this with anybody, please feel free. Have a wonderful day from Panama City Beach, and I will see you in the next market report in another 3 months. All right, take care. Bye.